Theodor Seuss Geisel and His Legend by Cassandra Wickett. Theodor Seuss Geisel was an American author and illustrator. He was born March 2, 1904 in Springfield, Massachusetts. When he went to college at Dartmouth, he became the editor-in-chief of the Jack-o'-Lantern, which was a humor magazine. After he graduated from Dartmouth, he wanted to become a professor, so he went to Oxford University in England. He met his future wife, Helen Palmer, at Oxford. They were married in 1927 and moved back to the United States. Dr. Seuss then decided he wanted to be a full-time cartoonist. His articles and illustrations were published in multiple magazines. A lot of his illustrations were related to World War II, which was currently going on. In 1937, he published his first children's book. It was called "And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street." He put his name as Dr. Seuss. This story was rejected 27 times and published in 1937. After this book, Dr. Seuss and Helen purchased an old observation tower in California. He stayed in there 8 hours a day writing. He occasionally took breaks to work in his garden. He then wrote "If I Ran the Zoo" and "Horton Hears a Who." In 1954, Dr. Seuss was asked to write a children's primer that contained 220 vocabulary words. This resulted in his book, The Cat in the Hat. It was published 3 years later in 1957. After The Cat in the Hat, his writing career took off. Some of the books that were written after The Cat in the Hat and were favored are Green Eggs and Ham and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Dr. Seuss published over 60 books throughout his career. In 1967, Helen was suffering from cancer and committed suicide. Later on the following year, Dr. Seuss got married to Audrey Stone Diamond. Unfortunately, Theodor Seuss Geisel died on September 24, 1991, in La Jolla, California, at the age of 87. Random House children's books found manuscripts and sketches found by the window in Dr. Seuss's home. In February 2015, they announced that they are planning on publishing a new Dr. Seuss book called "What Pet Should I Get?" due to the manuscripts and sketches they found and in a remembrance to him and his work.